Told ya. I have one person I neglected to introduce when we first started, and that is the Spotsylvania Unit Chair, Price Reeves. Price, thank you. Finally, the mystery candidate has emerged. You guys who were there this weekend know all about that. We are so excited, and I have to say, it is with some disappointment that I stand here and introduce to you Senator Ken Cuccinelli, because we will lose a great, great senator in Virginia. We will lose a great partner, and I will tell you that there is no person who has worked harder or has fought longer for the issues that we care about, for the integrity of the process, and for the values that we believe in. So I will be very, very sad to see him leave the Senate of Virginia, but it's a great trade because we will get a great Attorney General. Senator Ken Cuccinelli.
Well, good afternoon to all of you. It's good to be here today as someone participating. I didn't know until 2 days ago that that would be the case. And for all of you that were in Richmond on Saturday working on that Republican energy policy, and we came out of there with a lot of energy, I appreciate your support this past weekend, but we all need your support for the next 156 days if we're going to win this race. We know that in Virginia we've had a little bit of a skid. We lost Virginia for the presidential race for the first time in my lifetime. We need to turn that around. We need to turn out Republican voters, and we need to find independents who agree with us, and those clear-thinking Democrats who agree with our economic proposals and our protection of the Constitution and the values that we believe in. The energy policy that's debated this year is driven by the top issue, and whether we like it or not, and I think we should like it, it's the economy. It's the economy. And this is an issue that plays to Republican strength. When we stick to our principles and apply them to the problems we're confronting in this economy, we have the best solutions for growing business and letting people of Virginia start new businesses and give them real financial security again. So we will bring those principles to bear to start addressing this problem that every family in Virginia faces, whether they've got a job or they're worried. This affects everyone in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And we're going to say yes to getting government out of the way of growing businesses. We're going to say yes to getting government out of the way of starting new businesses. And you heard future Governor Bob McDonnell talking about some of the ways that we'll be doing that. As Attorney General, I will certainly be looking to continue the work started by then Attorney General Bob McDonnell and participated in by Lieutenant Governor Bowling in terms of the regulatory review, so that we can reduce the burdens on our businesses that so get in the way of growing business in Virginia. And we'll do all that while maintaining Republican leadership on criminal justice issues. I'm a senator from Fairfax. I have MS-13 in my district, the most dangerous gang in Virginia. It's an issue I take very, very seriously. And it's one that Republicans have taken seriously for some time. And on the courts committee, I've worked with my colleagues there and Attorney General Bob McDonnell to toughen our laws to go after gangs all over Virginia, And the Attorney General's office has a continuing role to play in that effort. We will also continue the efforts to protect children on the internet, to protect all of our citizens from fraud over the internet, so that that medium of doing business, which is so important to Virginia's economy, will remain free of regulation, of tax burdens, and it'll be a safe medium to keep growing Virginia businesses. We're one of the best states in the country competing on the internet, and we want to keep it that way and accelerate our ability to compete. So we will say yes to the internet while our opponents work with their allies in Washington to look at ways to tax the internet and to regulate it. And we all know what happens when you do that. Ronald Reagan taught us regulation equals job killing. And every American knows that now. The Democrats don't even argue over that. And we will keep the internet clear and safe as we continue to maintain our leadership on criminal justice issues. We are in a race where property rights are still an issue. The other side has said no to protecting property rights. We will just say yes to continuing Republican leadership to protect your property rights, which should be protected in the Constitution of Virginia.